Hi, my name is Frances Udukwu, and I'm the reigning Miss Africa USA. As the reigning Miss Africa USA, I'm excited to expose what it means to be an African in the diaspora, as well as to empower other young women. So living in the United States and being born in the United States, I've never felt disconnected with Africa. I've never felt disconnected with Nigeria. So as far as how I've felt, I've always felt a connection to where I'm from, my grassroots, and with my upbringing. My personality, I am a young woman on a mission to make change, to empower other women like myself and give them a better understanding of what it means to be comfortable in the skin that you are in. That's a good question. There are several famous personalities I would see myself parallel with, but the primary personality would be my mom. She's not famous, but of course, being that she is my mother and I'm her child, we have similar personalities. But to name a few other personalities that are famous, I'd like to say Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce, Albani Darego, Karen Civil, several young women who are making a difference in their community and abroad. In respect to my crown, I am offering the exposure of the African culture in the diaspora, and I'm offering the encouragement of women entrepreneurs and women in the vocational studies field. So since I was crowned, or even before I was crowned, my platform has always been to promote entrepreneurship and vocational education amongst women ages 18 to 35 in Africa, but starting with Nigeria. And given that platform, I am working on a women entrepreneurship tour where I'll be traveling to over 7 countries in Africa, educating and empowering young entrepreneurs and helping them expand their businesses. But prior to that mission, in the States, I have done several initiatives. I had a breast cancer spa party. I also donated wigs to breast cancer patients. And I also had a spoken word event where I discovered, or I exposed the issues of domestic violence. As a health consultant working in the health corporate field, of course I have administrative skills, workforce skills, which are very transferable in real life. So I think that's one edge that I have. Besides that, I would say my competitive edge really within the competition, because the women who competed, over 27 women from all across Africa, brought nothing less than their A game. But what I feel my competitive edge was the fact that I always remained myself. From the beginning of the competition till the end of the competition, I had a mission and a purpose behind wanting to obtain the crown and wanting to expose what it means to be a Nigerian in the diaspora. That's an awesome question. I think that beauty pageants or beauty queens are often overlooked, and I think there's always, or for the most part, there's always a misconception that beauty queens are more interested in their looks or going to events and taking pictures, which is great. But I do believe that there are a slew of beauty queens out there like myself who are actually interested in making an impact and have been making an impact prior to acquiring a crown. So again, even after my reign, I believe that my mission will still be the same, and I still will be steadfast in some of the goals that I have for myself and for my country, Nigeria, and for Africa at large. Interesting question. The sexiest man alive. He's not to be mentioned, but he's out there somewhere. What bothers me most about what's happening in Nigeria today? There are a lot of issues, just even in the world, with the terrorist attacks and things of that nature. But another thing that I would say locally or on a community level, I'm bothered by the fact that a lot of people my age, or a lot of people who have the opportunity to be born in the States or in the diaspora, don't have much of an interest in moving back, or they have a lot of excuses as to why they wouldn't want to move back. So I would want to encourage a lot of young people in the UK, in the United States, to find whatever it is that they're passionate about, or whatever it is that they went to school for, and figure out ways to contribute or transfer that energy or that brain gain to their nation. Career is not more important to me than family, but I do think it's imperative to have something that you're doing. And being a woman, and I think that's one of our superpowers, being able to juggle that home life and that professional life is something I think a lot of women are very keen to. And I myself don't have my own family right now, but I do think, you know, having a strong mother and the way I was brought up, I've been privy to understanding what it means to juggle your professional life and your family life, and understanding that your professional life should never overtake your loved ones or your children or your husband. I would continue to fight for women's rights. All over the world, you know, there are some improvements as far as how women are regarded, but I still don't think that that's enough. So I'll continue to fight for women's rights. I'll continue to fight for women to have a face in the corporate world, professionally, and not only be seen as, you know, moms, or seen as people who are meant to take care of family. I would want people to respect women more and understand that we are more powerful than they think and more educated than they think. My greatest achievement? That's an interesting question. My greatest achievements, I think I've been blessed to achieve several things, for example, becoming Miss Africa USA. But I think my greatest achievement has been to still be able to achieve some of the things I've achieved in the past until date, and overcoming the obstacles that may have been in my way during those moments. My piece of advice for young women aspiring to be foreign, this is a new year, we are in 2016. Whatever burdens or obstacles you may have faced in 2015 or 2014, let that be in the past. I challenge young women to be the best versions of themselves in this new year.